Interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm trying to figure out what I got from that conversation just now. Um, I usually can pick it all up. I'm kind of all over. I feel like based on how Q was talking, she was the most right, but I got to go back and listen to it. She was talking spicy and very confident, so it sounded like she was right. So shout out to Q.
Shout out to sounding right.
All right, my last question for the evening: are black men deserved of the mantle of leadership in relationships? Are let me say it one more time because I typed it wrong. Are black men deserved of the assumed mantle of leadership in relationships? Are black men deserved of the assumed mantle of leadership in a relationship? What we deal with in our community is that we have to prove and earn and show that we can lead. A lot of other groups don't deal with that, right? The Asian man, the Latino man, the East Indian man, he does not deal with that. They are the assumed leaders, and if they fail, they fail, and then they go from there. But they're not in this prove it position like we are. So, are black men deserving of the assumed mantle of leadership in relationships? And I don't think we're not in that place right now. But do we deserve to be? Should our leadership be assumed? Anybody can go. Mm-mm-mm.
So, I didn't want to jump out there. That's how I was letting everybody else talk. But do you deserve the assumed? And it's such a loaded question. And I'm going to answer it. I want you all to have the mantle of leadership in relationships. I want y'all to have it so much. I really do. Um, we need you all to take on that mantle of leadership. I'm laughing at you because he's laughing.
Adrian.
Um, Adrian's having a heart attack over there, but we need you and we want you to. The issue is um, the track record isn't the best, and so therefore we say, show us, because you want us to give things up, our autonomy up, give up and give you this level of finality in decisions, but you didn't show me that you can make the decision first. And I'm not saying to jump through hoops of fire, but I just think it's kind of uh it's weird to just sit there and say, yes, because I'm a black man, you give me the finality of decisions in this relationship and give up your autonomy and what I say goes just because of I was born into this. I think you have to show me something. Show me that you can make good decisions in your family, amongst your siblings, amongst your friends, and just with yourself. You have to show me for you to want me as a black woman to give up all of this and hand it over to you and say, here you go. You have all of this power, essentially.
So, with all that said, Asia, are black men deserved of the assumed mantle of leadership in relationships? Come on, you got dead air. You know the
Okay,
answer.
I'm sorry. In today's society, no. I didn't say
Wow.
that. You pushed me into a corner.
That was a
Nah.
terrible
Yeah,
answer.
I'm staying 10 toes down. And yeah, my answer is no in today's society.
Okay. Damn.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit
Okay.
like that.
Go ahead, Chief. You had said something.
I said that was a trash answer, and she needs Russell. She needs a Russell Wilson in her life. Ooh, damn.
If because if you go into a relationship thinking a man isn't deserving of being a leader, then why are you even still? My thing is, if you go into a relationship thinking a man isn't deserving of being a leader, and then do you really want a man?
That's a crazy question. So again, I said a whole lot before I was forced to say yes or no.
But that's why we're here.
Please don't ignore all of what I said before that.
I understand that. But your final answer was no. He's not deserving of it.
If I don't see anything, then no, and therefore I will not be in the relationship. I'm not going to go into the relationship then. Like, that's me. I'm not going to do that because you haven't shown me anything. What have you shown me to prove that you even are worthy of being in a relationship with me, period?
Okay. So the relationship takes build up, first of all. You don't just meet a man and be like, we go together now. That ain't necessarily how it works. So I would ultimately assume that by the time you've gotten to the relationship point, he's established his foundation, and because he's given that you've entered into relationships, so now he has this he has his leadership role.
Correct. He's shown me something because he's shown me something while we were during the buildup. He's shown me during the buildup.
Maybe I'm biased because I am a man.
So my answer is he proved it. Like, I don't understand why it's not coming across as clear.
No, it's very clear.
I get what you're saying because he showed it in the buildup. He showed that he had leadership qualities in the buildup to even be in the relationship.
But he doesn't deserve it off the rip.
No, I don't know him. I don't know him. He's not going to automatically just get it without me knowing him and seeing how he behaves in certain situations. No, I don't just give it. No.
Okay.
You don't want to give it, but yet you have constantly said that, we need you.
And that's still true. That absolutely. Oh my
that's
God.
Like, hell, that means it's almost like we're asking you, would you take, a simp like Russell Wilson who will let you do whatever you want to do versus a true alpha male?
I think the hearing what I'm saying by the men is being lost. I'm not sure why it's being lost. I think I'm being very, very clear in what I'm saying. I never sat there and said anything about a simp. I never said anything about not wanting an alpha. I never said any of those things. And it still remains true what I said. Yes, we do. I want a man that is a leader. Absolutely. We need you as the leaders in the relationship. We need you. But at the same exact time, I'm not going to just give it off the rip. It's not going to happen. I need to see something first. I don't know how to put any more plainer, honestly. Like, I'm really talking as plainly as I can. I want you all to listen for literally trying to hear what I'm saying and understanding me for real, and not just saying it's trash and it doesn't make sense. And
I hear what you're saying. I just think that I get having to prove, I guess, his worth or whatever, but I think just as a man walking into a situation, I expect to be given that courtesy to be expected to lead. And if I fall short, then that's a different conversation. But I think
you'll never know. Like, be very clear. You're never going to know. I would never be openly disrespectful. I'm not an openly disrespectful person. So if we're in a relationship, we're dating, getting to know each other, you're not going to have me throw me off.
So Asia's saying show and prove.
Not the cap.
I think Asia's saying show and prove, and she's not giving you that power, and she's not giving you the role of leadership until you prove yourself. I, however, feel the opposite of that. I feel because you are a man, and maybe this is sexist, I am looking to you and I am assuring that you are going to assume the role of being a leader. However, shit happens, things change. And when they do, I'd have to bow out of that.
That's kind of my point right there. I would prefer to walk into a situation where I'm at least given the respect and the presumption to be the leader versus having to prove my worth rather than maintaining it. You know what I'm saying? I come in like this and I'm consistent with that, then you see that rather than having to be like, well, does this work for you? Are you okay with it? Like, I'm just not, I don't know if proving my leadership to a woman is something.
Just be you. It comes across anyway. Just be you. You don't have to, as I said before, jump through hoops of fire. Literally just be you. When you are literally just being you and being that alpha, being that leader naturally, there's no need for me to sit there and test you and it be a pop quiz. No, just be you. It comes
So
off anyway.
maybe it's a me thing then, because I feel like just walking into a relationship, I at least deserve that responsibility of leadership to be placed on me and give me the opportunity to fuck it up versus having to make me earn it. I guess maybe I'm looking at it backwards.
No, I think what how you heard it is how it actually comes to fruition. Like the women literally, like, shout out to Rotunda, right, about the leadership, not until they prove it. So proving has to come with some type of action. Yes, your existence, because you're saying just be you, your existence by nature, that should be enough, but unfortunately it's not. You are being tested, is what it feels like based on the what's being said.
Won't that come in the initial phase though? Like ain't Google, like don't we all get Google now? Can't you just Google Mr. White and be like, okay, he got a good job, he does this, he does that, seems like a good man, and give him the benefit of the doubt?
Paper.
Right, but I mean, it's still enough of a basis for you to be like, okay, let me give this man that respect, rather than being like, okay, maybe in my head I'm looking back like, yeah, nigga, prove it to me. Like I see this right here.
Respect by entertaining him. Again, you're being very, you're talking hyperbole. No one's sitting back like, nigga, prove it. No one's doing that.
Asia,
throughout the relationship. That's all.
You said by entertaining him. Again, that is it
by
doesn't.
Talking to you, going out on dates, getting to
But
know.
what I'm saying is, it does not come across how what you're saying, but what you're trying to say as opposed to what you're saying are different things. So not like what you entertaining him, so what he should be, what he should be grateful.
I never said that.
But that's what you saying. You entertaining him, but you're saying that we ain't listening. We trying to break it. This is how it breaks down in people's heads.
That's because you're listening from a man's perspective. Because you heard me say you have to earn it, and so because you heard me say you have to earn it, you're thinking that you have. I'm sitting back going like this. No, the fact that on paper he has all these attributes, therefore we can get each other's numbers, we can talk, we can go on dates, we can get to know each other. If you don't have these qualities, I'm not giving you my number, and we're not even going to have a date to get to know each other. And so as we're dating, we're getting to know each other, then you just make decisions. You sit there and exist. You be you. You exhibit your natural innate leadership while we're dating. It comes across.
So you do give it then, because it's natural and innate, right? You're naturally submissive and feminine, right?
No, I'm not naturally submissive. I'm not gonna say I'm not. You see that on this freaking podcast. No, I'm not naturally submissive. I'm submissive to my man. To my man, I'm submissive because we've gone through all of the things I need to be going through for me to give up my autonomy and be submissive. I'm not naturally like that with niggas I just come across. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Double R said it just sounded like a job interview fucking with you.
Okay.